All right, today I'm going to create a video with adding fractions with like denominators. Now this is something that we have already done in the past, which I would like for you to review it. We are going to look at one word that you will see periodically, and it is the word sum, S-U-M. What does the word sum mean? What will we do? Will we add, subtract, multiply, or divide? The word sum means to add. We'll add A-D-D. Here you see that word adding. So today we are going to find the sum of fractions with like denominators. All right, so we'll start with our first one, pretty simple. We have 3/5, and the word and is also another word you will see that you will add 3/5 plus 1/5. Now I want you to always remember, if the denominator is the same, it stays the same. Okay, so 3/5 plus 1/5, you're going to add your numerator, which your numerator is on top. So 3 plus 1 is 4. And if our denominator is the same, it stays the same. So you have 4/5 as your answer. 3/5 plus 1/5 is 4/5. Okay, so let's go with 1/4 plus 2/4 is, remember that the word equal, instead of saying equals, you'll say is. You'll see that also in word problems. 1/4 plus 2/4. If the denominator is the same, it stays the same. So 4, you're not going to add 4 plus 4. Never do that. You'll get it wrong, and they will put that on your test at the end of the year. If the denominator is the same, it stays the same. And then you add your numerators. 1 plus 2 is 3. All right, let's go with something that you might see. 2/10 plus 6/10 equals this is here to test you to see what you know. Again, if the denominator is the same, this is going to be the same. If the denominator is the same, it stays the same. All right, let's go with another mystery. So now we need to figure what blank fraction plus 4/6 is 5/6. So going backwards, you could say, what times 4 equals 5? What plus 4 equals 5? 1. 1 plus 4 equals 5. And if the denominator is the same here and it's the same here, this is going to be the same. All right. We're going to have a little word problem. If James swims parts of a mile using his freestyle stroke, he uses the backstroke for 3/5 of a mile, and he swims 4/5 in all. How far did he swim on the free stroke? Now we are adding, but you can also use subtraction. We know that the denominator is the same here, and you have this here, so we know if the denominator is the same, our denominator will be 5. So 3 plus blank equals 4. 3 plus blank equals 4. 1. 3 plus 1 equals 4. Okay, let's try 5/3 plus 5/3 equals 5/3 plus 5/3. Well, my denominator is a 3 on both fractions, so I know that my denominator for my answer will be 3. Then you add your numerators. 5 plus 5 is 10. Now this is what we call an improper fraction, when your numerator is bigger than your denominator. So therefore, you could divide that. If they're asking you to simplify it, you would have to see how many times can 3 go into 10. If it's easier for you to put it into a division format, you could say, how many times can 3 go into 10? 3 can go into 10. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. And 4 times 3 is 12, which is too much, so we need to go back one. 4 minus 1 is 3, so 3 times 3 is 9. Divide, multiply, subtract. How many do we have left over? 10 minus 9. Our remainder is 1. Now the difference with division versus our fractions. We are not going to say remainder 1. This remainder then becomes your numerator, and your denominator comes over, and your answer then becomes 3 1/3. Now you can check this. This is now a mixed fraction. You have your 3 wholes and you have 1/3 remainder. When you're taking a mixed fraction, which is another lesson, you would take 3 times 3 is 9, plus 1 is 10, 10/3. All right, let's try one more. 1/6 plus 4/6. 1/6 plus 4/6. Oh, we already did this one. 5/6. All right, one more. Let's go with 4/5 plus 3/5. 4/5 plus 3/5. Our denominator is the same, so it stays the same. 4 plus 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7/5. Again, that's an improper fraction, so we can simplify that, taking our 7 and divide that by 5. How many times can 5 go into 7? 5 times 1 is 5. 5 times 2 is 10. So we need to go back to 5 times 1. Divide, multiply, subtract. 7 minus 5, 5, 6, 7. There's 2. Instead of saying a remainder, that becomes your fraction. So here you have 1 2/5 for your answer. 1 whole and 2/5 remaining. All right, very good. Keep practicing.